Welcome back to the Indomitable Podcast. I'm Dom, and if you've been tracking with me so far, then you know this isn't about self-help or surface growth. This podcast is for those of us who are ready to face the truth, unlearn what broke us, and grow into the person that God created us to be. Today's episode is called Freedom is a Fight, because contrary to what some believe, healing doesn't make life easier, it makes you aware. You weren't taught how to fight for peace. We were taught how to survive chaos. So when God gives us peace, we panic because stillness feels like a setup. So in the last episode, we talked about what it feels like when freedom first hits, how it can feel foreign. But that was just the beginning, because once you've tasted peace, the real fight begins. We don't always fall back because we're weak. We fall back because the storm is familiar, because stillness is foreign. And I'll be honest, this part of the journey wasn't about trauma chasing me down. It was about me recognizing that for years, I didn't know how to think clearly. Having to be aware of every room you walk into, every face we encounter, having to know who we needed to be in all times. That type of mental shape-shifting is exhausting. I lived so many lives in my head that I wouldn't be surprised if someone had told me that I had undiagnosed DID. I had become a different person in every environment that I entered. And when I gave my life to Jesus, it all stopped. Like a rush of still water. Like the volume got turned down on every false identity. But now I gotta be real. If I'm not rooted, if I'm not grounded in God, those old voices still creep back in. We don't always need deliverance again. We need the discipline to stay free. So here's what I've learned. Freedom is not a moment, it's a mindset. John 8:32 says, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." But knowing the truth is just the beginning, because after you know it, you have to fight to walk in it. Your old patterns don't care that you're healed. The familiar thoughts don't just disappear because you had a breakthrough. You have to replace them daily. So this is where many people slip. They think that peace means coasting. They assume healing is the finish line. They expect stillness to feel like safety. But for those of us who've been shaped by noise, stillness feels like vulnerability. And that's the new battlefield. So spiritually, we need quiet time with God, not just to recharge, but to renew our identities. At home, if you've built your relationships on your mask, freedom demands confession. Transparency, not for drama, but for restoration. At work, how many of us are still performing, still shape-shifting to impress the room? Freedom means showing up with integrity, even when it's uncomfortable. So here are 3 small but powerful shifts that help change everything for me. Number 1, I stopped mistaking peace for laziness. Stillness is not weakness, it's a sacred place where God speaks. Number 2, I stopped trying to go back and fix everything. Some people can't handle your freedom, and that's okay. You don't owe anyone your old self. Number 3, I started choosing consistency over chaos. Healing didn't make my life perfect. It made my life responsible. I chose daily to stay in the light. So you've come too far to go back. Freedom will cost you the comfort of the old chaos, but if you stay grounded, if you stay present, you'll realize the storm was never strength, it was survival. Now it's time to live. So if this hit home, good. That means you're not numb anymore. That means God's waking something up in you. Follow this podcast, because this isn't just a show, it's a movement, a space for real ones who want real change. And if you're ready for more, you're not just growing, you're becoming indomitable. Thanks for sticking it out to the end. And real quick, I want to share my vision with you. This podcast isn't just about me talking. It's about helping you grow in life. in sales, in mindset, and in purpose. My goal is to build a movement, a tribe, a brotherhood and a sisterhood of people who refuse to stay average. Indomitable means impossible to subdue or defeat. And the fact that you're still here means you're either living it or you're ready to. And as a thank you, be on the lookout for my free guide, 7 Steps to Overcome Your Mind. Until next time, keep growing, keep fighting, and stay indomitable.